He's also heartbroken because your administration so quickly has come out and said she's a domestic terrorist.
The big thing that's happening right now is because of the shooting of the woman that put her car into drive and almost drove over an ICE agent who was in the middle of the street, and they had asked her to stop. Because of that shooting, basically all hell is breaking loose in Minneapolis right now. Donald Trump was interviewed and asked about Renee Good, and well, take a look.
I've got an important question about the situation in Minnesota, the death of Renee Nicole Good. I've been speaking to her father, who is a big supporter of yours, like many Americans are, but he's heartbroken right now.
I can understand that.
He's heartbroken because his daughter is dead, that's
Sure.
obvious. He's also heartbroken because your administration so quickly has come out and said she's a domestic terrorist. What do you want to say to her father right now?
Well, I want to say to the father that I love all of our people. They can be on the other side. As you say, he might be on my side.
He is on your side.
And I think that's great. And I do. I think it's great. And I would bet you that she, under normal circumstances, was a very solid, wonderful person. But, you know, her actions were pretty tough. I mean, I've seen it many ways and many different shapes and forms. But the bottom line is, look, we have hundreds of thousands of murderers in our countries, killers. ICE is trying to get them out. They were let in through an open border policy of sleepy Joe Biden. ICE is working very hard to get them out. Their job is being made very, very difficult. And, you know, when you look at that tape, it can be viewed two ways, I guess. But when you look at the way that car was pulled away, there are a couple of versions of that tape that are very, very bad.
Mr. President, thank you very much. For the record, I do think I'd have this job, even if the other guys won.
Yeah, but at a lesser salary. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
All right, so that's just like classic great Trump. So that's the guy who's heading up CBS News now with Barry Weiss, and he's just poking at him.
Also, he survived that first episode.
Right.
That went a little bit awry.
Which was not
brilliant.
easy.
Yeah.
But what I thought was interesting about that clip is, to me, that's just Trump at his best. He's showing the human part that, you know, nobody wanted this to happen. He's acknowledging, if you watch the video, it's kind of obvious. And then it's also just an interesting side note that the father happens to be on the Trump side of this. But Trump did not want this to happen. I mean, we're going to get to some videos of the Democrats in a minute basically blaming him, and it's just crazy.
And ICE don't want this to happen. You know, nobody wins when something like this happens. It makes everybody's job harder, regardless of what side of politics you're on. But I think there are consequences for actions.
Do you think some of the Democrats want this to happen, though? Because I do, actually.
To be honest, absolutely.
Yeah.
From a purely political perspective, of course they do, because it makes, you know, it legitimizes what they've been saying in their eyes.
Yeah.
They just fail to see that in the vast majority of normal, decent people's eyes, it doesn't. They go, this was an awful thing, but this was not the fault of ICE.
Why do you guys, not you, but why do so many Australians still have Trump derangement syndrome? That was also one of the shocking things. Yeah.
I don't get it. I mean, you couldn't mention his name at a social occasion because people get so angry. But again, I feel like the shift has occurred. I really do. And our current Prime Minister, I can't. Yeah. I can't. But the fact that we put him back in power after his first term terrifies me.